we're going to talk about 4 chord scales that you want to internalize in your playing so that you can create phrases over 5 ones and 2 5 progressions. We are certainly not limited to these 4. We're going to work on G7, but make sure you play this in all 12 keys and all positions throughout the neck. So we have G7. And we're going to play downward. So this first one is Mixolydian. Okay, that one works right in the diatonic major scale. So you definitely want to have that one going in your playing. Let's talk about Phrygian Dominant next. So here we're playing like that. That can be very useful over minor, so 2 5 in minor or 5 1 in minor. And that one comes out of a mode of the harmonic minor scale. Next up, let's talk about the altered scale or super Locrian. In this scale, we really dial up the dissonance. So we've pretty much altered every extension that we can alter in that one. That comes out of a mode of the melodic minor. So this one is just like the Mixolydian, except that it has a flat 9, which I should mention comes out of the harmonic major. Let's get a little further into each one of these. We're going to add a little bit of a passing tone in between the root and the flat 7, and so you'll hear what lands on the strong beats for your benefit there. So Mixolydian. Okay, and the Phrygian Dominant. Okay, and we're going to have the altered scale. Okay, and then that Mixolydian with the flat 9. So we've pulled these 4 chord scales from 4 different types of parent scales, if you will. And so we want to be familiar with each one of those when we're playing. So of course there's the major scale, but then we have also other types of scales like harmonic minor, harmonic major, and melodic minor. And there are even other modes within those scales that you can apply to the 5 1 and the 2 5. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Check out the notifications. And check the description down below. You can find links to the guitar improvisation workshop where you can ask questions about this very topic from this video or others. One-on-one private lessons. It's quick and easy to sign up and schedule. So get into the sound of these 4 chord scales and explore them. See if you can move them around the neck and get familiar with how to play it in context of tunes. Either put a 2 in front of the 5 or put a 1 in after the 5 chord and experiment with what works going to major and what works going to minor. Experiment with the dominant 7 with a flat 9, and experiment with a 2 chord that may be a minor 7 flat 5 versus a natural 5. And then experiment with a backing track and take these scales and see what works well and what doesn't work well, and then also see what you like and what you don't like. I would recommend taking even just a few notes out of each one of these scales to work at. If you play 4 notes or 5 notes, that's going to be something that will help you work with chord changes over time. So you don't necessarily need to play 7 or 8 notes on the given scale. So on the second half of this video, I included the 7th in between the root and the flat 7, and that has to do with bebop scales and kind of the concept of hearing the chord tones on strong beats. So that's why I mentioned that would likely help you to hear the change and everything like that. All right, everybody. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this quick lesson video. Have a great practice session, and let me know how you're doing on this. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you, and do my best to get back to each and every comment that I can. And please check out the live stream as well.